What is up YouTube, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. Today we are using the Gravity team once again with Sceptile, Tapu Lele, Groudon, Kyurem White, Gengar, and Sableye. Let's get started and play some games. So, this team using very inaccurate moves, but having a very fun time connecting them. And of course, if we don't have Gravity up, we yeah, let's not think about what happens when we have to go for moves outside of Gravity, but it's still a very fun team nonetheless. And I actually am really liking Sceptile's Screech option the more I play with this team. Like Sceptile with Screech, it's a shame that we haven't been able to use Lee or Sableye yet because, oh man, I feel like maybe I could have Taunt instead, and Taunt would be putting us in such great position. So I gotta think about the moveset, but I feel like if I ever got into a situation where I can get Sableye next to Groudon, I could just go for a Leer, and oh, Leer Precipice Blades. Not many Pokemon have a good switch into that. As we got a first opponent from Italy of the day with the Kyogre, Kartana, Ludicolo, Incineroar, Tornadus, and Xerneas. This definitely is a... Why is it Ludicolo and Kartana? Let's see. Sceptile, Sableye. Nah, it's not Sableye. Sableye's not good here. We'll go Sceptile plus Lele. With Groudon and Kyurem in the back. There's no Tapu Koko like the previous teams that we've had to deal with, so I feel like we're gonna be okay. Kartana is a Pokemon I do have to be a little bit cautious about. I'm not exactly bringing the best ways I can handle Kartana. The only Pokemon that can actually handle Kartana on my team are the Groudon and Kyurem, but Kyurem is undersped by... Kyurem underspeeds Kartana, so yeah, this could be tough. We'll see how this goes. Tornadus is definitely one of the troublesome Pokemon for this team to handle because of the ability to Rain Dance, the ability to taunt. But let's see what my opponent's gonna bring out. Gonna be Sceptile Tapu Lele. If you lead Tornadus, Kyogre, I'm Grass Knotting 100%. Alright, Incineroar plus Tornadus. Should I go for a raw grass whistle, or I could just protect? I could try sub gravity here. Maybe I just go for a raw gravity. I think I'm just gonna try sub a raw gravity here. I'm worried about Incineroar U-turning the Tapu Lele though, but we'll see how this goes. I think getting Gravity up is the play here because I want to get a Grass Whistle off into the Incineroar because there's no way my opponent can really stop it. We're going to see Tailwind come out, which is no surprise. And then I think we're going to see a U-turn or Hard Flare Blitz. So we'll get Gravity up. And let's see what my opponent decides to do. Snarl. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, I could have went for the raw Grass Whistle, which is a little bit unfortunate, but not the worst case. I guess if it's Flying Z Tornadus, we're in trouble though. But I feel like if you're running Ludicolo, you probably are Mortarium, so that means they probably Sash on Tornadus, but we could see maybe having a double Z move on this team, or maybe it's a Solvus Ludicolo, but we are going to see Raw Hurricane come out into the top of Lele though, not the Sceptile. Huh. So we will get a Grass Whistle off into the Incineroar, which is nice, and we also get a Psyshock into the Tornadus, which is great. Okay. Because if we stall out this Tailwind, we're in a pretty good shape. So we'll get a Psyshock off into the Tornadus, doing a very good amount. We'll Grass Whistle the Tornadus. We gotta hope that Incineroar stays asleep. Yeah. There's really no other play. Incineroar hard retreats actually. It's a Kartana, okay. Does that mean you're trying to attack my Sceptile this turn? And you're going for Raw Hurricane, I just realized. And you crit me. Okay. That's so frustrating. The crit, specifically. You hit the Hurricane and you get the crit. We would have lived that, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's a roll, but I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure I designed the Sceptile a little bit, so that sucks. But if you have Kartana in the back... I'm just curious, do you have Ogre or do you have Xerneas? Because this is what might determine the game here. Xerneas is a big problem, but it's Incineroar coming out. Okay. might have to let Groudon take a Leaf Blade, but I feel like that's the only choice I really have. Maybe my Kyurem lives one attack from Kartana, most likely. I think it's just worth to go for a Blizzard here. Especially since Gravity's running out. Or maybe I just go for the Z move. But do I want... I'm trying to think, because if Kyurem takes too much damage, I could definitely lose this game. I think I'm just going to protect and switch out to Groudon. Even if I'm taking a lot with Groudon, I'm pretty sure Leaf Blade shouldn't be able to knock out Groudon in one shot. Just a double up would be very cautious here, but I think I got a good Groudon, even at the cost of potentially my opponent being able to switch out into Kyogre the following turn. So, we'll get Groudon out, we'll protect our Kyurem here, and we'll see what my opponent decides to do. Because it's a very awkward spot. It's a Smart Strike, which is good, and maybe a U-turn? Okay, nice, it stays asleep. Tailwind Peters out, which is perfect because now I can go for the Blizzard plus the Precipice Blades. Yeah. And if Kyogre wants to switch in to save the Kartana or to take the Fire Punch, I don't know which slot Kyogre is coming in, so... Or not coming in, so maybe there is no Kyogre in the back, question mark? We will be able to get Precipice Blades off. We do knock out the Incineroar. Kartana does survive. Smart Strike shouldn't be able to knock me out, though. That's just a Leaf Blade in the ground. Okay. Oh, does that KO? Yeah, I didn't think it would KO the first time. And we will be able to get a Blizzard off. Okay. So if it's Kyogre in the back, we should be able to win by just switching out to Groudon, sacking the Lele, and then bring our Groudon in to get the sun up. Gravity returns to normal, but I think it's only going to matter if the Xerneas is in the back. Also, if we hit Blades. Yeah, Xerneas is in the back. Surprised Xerneas didn't come out earlier, but alright. Fairy Aura. I mean, we're either guaranteed 2 single target Precipice Blades off if we connect, or we get a yeah. So we're gonna go for Precipice Blades. We do connect with the first one, so that is nice. And just Dazzling Gleam, which isn't gonna knock out my Kyurem, so we should have this game. Ooh, a crit would have been really bad though, but we are able to pull it through. Fortunately, if you Geomancy there, the Sub-Zero Slammer would have been able to knock out the Xerneas True Protect. So yeah, we had a win con there. Interesting, no Kyogre, but maybe my opponent didn't think it was worth it, or maybe thought I had Sunny Day on Sableye, which is definitely an option I was considering on this team. Don't really know what I have to say. We were able to get the read right. We were able to get the sleep turns necessary. The crit was annoying, but since we got a few sleep turns that were necessary for us, I'm not going to complain about that one. So, yeah. I guess turn 1 we could have went more aggressive, but I'm still worried if the Incineroar goes for the hard Flare Blitz into Sceptile, because losing Sceptile immediately and my opponent having Tailwind just spells out a lot of trouble, because I can't really stall out, because like stalling out Tailwind, stalling out Trick Room, sometimes sleep turns is really important. Well, they get Trick Room, but I think we're absolutely screwed. At least Sceptile can kind of stall out Tailwind, because Sceptile will still outspeed most of the Pokemon under Tailwind with the Unburden boost, since Sceptile has base 120 speed if I remember right. It's pretty fast and can get a Grass Whistle off. I guess maybe no, I need a Gravity up immediately, which is why I went for Gravity, because I was guaranteed Gravity up. It was good to go for Gravity turn 1. I'm trying to think of other ways we could have done better without risking too much. But right now we got a Tapu Lele Mewtwo team with Drifblim, Groudon, Ferrothorn, and Blaziken. I'm betting that's Banded Groudon, so this is gonna be very scary. If that's Scarf on the Lele, that's also really scary. This I might have to lead something very strange here. Man, I wish I had Taunt on the Sableye a bunch of times, but I think I'm gonna lead Sceptile plus the Sableye, because if you most likely, it looks like my opponent's team really likes leading Lele. It's also funny we have Sceptile versus Blaziken. Not sure if Blaziken would come, but I could definitely see it potentially. We need Kyurem for offense, and I think we have Groudon for more offense. So yeah, I'm gonna lead Sableye, because having the fast gravity is gonna be really important, I think, to Grass Whistling the Mewtwo, because we gotta slow down Mewtwo. Mewtwo's a big threat to this team. And unfortunately, like, Sableye is only going to be really able to set up gravity. Maybe foul play the Drifblim for some damage. But otherwise, really not going to be able to do too much to my opponent. We'll see what happens here, though. But yeah, this is a very tough matchup. Because it's really going to come down to how well we can play against the Mewtwo. We do see the Drifblim plus Tapu Lele lead. I think we'll just go for the Grass Knot into the Drifblim. Actually, we could, yeah, so Sceptile activates the Psychic Seed first. Drifblim also. We'll go for Gravity, Grass Whistle. Don't know what Lele is going to do. Either Side Shock my Sceptile or attack. We'll go for Gravity here. The only unfortunate part about going for Gravity is that we won't be able to do anything Prankster to the Drifblim. And we'll go for the Grass Whistle. But that is fine by me. Don't know if Lele protects or not. If it does, that's not bad, but I don't expect it to. Because you want to get something in this turn, even at the trade of a sleep. Because you get a... The thing with this team is, yeah, I put something to sleep, but you're guaranteed to take a first turn sleep immediately, and you get damage off, which is the problem with the setup. Psyshock going to come out into the Sceptile. Was it faster than Drifblim? Oh, he's Gravity Hypnosis himself, isn't he? Because you run a Drifblim that's slower than Timid Scarfalele, so you could do that. Okay. Do I foul play immediately, or do I... I'm gonna go cure him. Hard cure him. Or do... What I really want to do is just get in my Groudon here, I think. Yeah, let's go hard Groudon. And we'll Grass Whistle the Lele. Luckily, we're guaranteed a Grass Whistle and the Lele, but... Yeah, this is another form of Gravity Hypnosis from my opponent, so... This could be bad. This could be bad. Because we also set up. It's really going to come down to how long the Drifblim can stay asleep. I'm hoping 3 turns. That would be cool. So we get a Grass Whistle into the Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele stays asleep. That's Drifblim. Okay. We'll go for Precipice Blades here. And a Screech into the Drifblim. Because we need a way that can knock out Drifblim in one hit, because that thing is a big threat. I didn't want to go Kyurem because I'm not sure if Blizzard would actually knock out the Kyurem in one shot. Also, like, we have a lot of damage offense pressure to the Lele. So we'll go for Screech here. And hope that we can get a Precipice Blades off. Let's see. Lele is still taking a turn of sleep, so that's 2. Drifblim takes 3. Okay, awesome. Because Precipice Blades should put the Lele in range of my Grass Knot. So, Precipice Blades does come out. Yeah, beautiful. Unless, well, Feeney's very light. I don't know if we would knock out the Lele. But we could just Grass Whistle the other slot, which is fine. And then, like, we could trade Sceptile here. Because it's definitely fine. Blaziken coming out. Okay. I mean, we're Scarf on the Groudon. So, we'll go for Precipice Blades, and it might be worth it just to protect the Sceptile this turn. Yeah, because, like, if you Sideshock my Groudon, it doesn't really matter to me, right? And Blaziken's pretty much gotta protect here, unless it's Focus Sash, but even then, I think you have to target down the Sceptile and try to wake up with your Lele here. Yeah, Blaziken gonna protect, and then we could just Grass Whistle the Blaziken the following turn. Lele gonna wake up, get a Side Shock off into the Sceptiles, protect, and we will go for Precipice Blades. It also depends, because my Groudon might be able to outspeed the Blaziken, depending on if, you know, Jolly or Timid. Probably Jolly, I would assume, or maybe like Naive or something like that, if it's a mixed special attacker. We're gonna see Blaziken get the speed boost. And then it comes down to the last Pokemon. If it's Groudon, I might just be fine going for the Grass Knot Precipice Blades into that slot. But Blaziken is a pretty big threat, so... But Blaziken could always go attempt the double. We're gonna see Mewtwo come out. Like, I'm very confident in just going for a Precipice Blades here. Luckily, Psychic Terrain's gonna end soon too. this turn actually, which is actually really beneficial. We're gonna Precipice Blades, and I think we'll Grass Whistle the Mewtwo. Even if Mewtwo protects, that's fine, because we should be able to knock out the Blaziken. Yeah, it goes for the double, which is what I thought. But even if it went for the double, I just Grass Whistle into the Blaziken the following turn. I just didn't want Blaziken to get a double and Mewtwo to get a protect. Yeah. So because if Mewtwo knocks out my Sceptile, no, if Blaziken gets the double protect and Mewtwo attacks into Sceptile, then it could get a little bit tricky. It's like terrain disappears though, which is good. Yeah, so that means there's no side terrain left, so it's a lot less threatening. We'll go for the Screech here. Sableye should be able to win with a Quash plus something from my legendaries, but yeah, able to pick up a second win in today's episode, which is really nice. And not much to say. We got the sleep chance we needed. We got to knock out Drifblim. We got amazing damage pressure off. Like Sceptile was just such a big threat under the gravity. And then Groudon was just able to come in and go for Precipice Blades. And yeah, as I said, it was really important to get a fast Gravity off so I can Grass Whistle immediately without having to go for the, what is it, 55% accuracy that Grass Whistle is? Yeah. And you know what else is crazy? Grass Whistle is more accurate than Dark Void now. Remember Dark Void? The 80% accurate spread move that hit both opponents, now it's 50% accurate. Yeah, I don't get that change. And only Darkrai can use it. 1708 rated player, Kyogre Ho-Oh. Is this Deja Vu? Did we play our opponent? Because we definitely played a Kyogre Ho-Oh. This might be Deja Vu. This might be Deja Vu. We go Sceptile plus Lele. We have to in this position. Groudon plus Kyurem. I feel like I remember this battle, but I can't remember the mistake I did. Like, I think we lost to this opponent. Because I remember losing to a Ho-Oh. I just can't remember the mistake. Or maybe I played him off camera, but I'm pretty sure we played him on camera. So, I can't remember. Yeah, gotta be worried about the Tapu Koko switching always. The taunt option from the Tornadus. I think I wanna Moonblast immediately, I think. I don't know, it's a complicated game plan. Do I want a Gravity? I don't think I want a Gravity immediately, but I'm worried about losing Lele early. That is always a problem with this team. Also, I didn't have time to do the calc with the Psyshock versus Moonblast into, if Psychic Terrain's not up, does Psyshock or Moonblast do more to standard Tornadus? We'll find out. But yeah, Gengar's not too helpful in this matchup. It's outsped by 2 Pokemon, and Tailwind also doesn't help. Kyurem's better just because we have a Water Resist. And we kind of need to bring the 2 Legendaries. It's just like what 2 Pokemon we're supporting them with. Although sometimes we could afford not to bring one of the legendaries. That's definitely a option. But usually we would like both. Unless one really doesn't like a matchup. Tornadus Kyogre gonna lead. We're Grass Sign the Kyogre. Always. Always. Grass Sign the Kyogre here. And I think Psyshock will do more because even though we have like 15 base power, I'm pretty sure like I'm not sure how many points it is because it's 10 base. I think Tornadus is like 10 base special defense better than its physical defense. But yeah, we'll go for Grass Knot, we'll go for Psyshock. Because even, let's say the Kyogre stays in, that means I get a more powerful Psyshock into the top Tornado slot. So it could be also Tapu Koko switching out for the Tornadus to try to avoid a Grass Whistle into the Kyogre. We'll see what my opponent decides to do, but does make the Kyogre switch into Tapu Koko, which is fine. Actually, if it is Deja Vu, wasn't it Scarf Tapu Koko? I think it was. So I could get Groudon in potentially. Yeah, it goes for the taunt. So yeah, this is Deja Vu. It's like the game 1 plan all over again. I wish I grassed on a Tornadus. But after the last time we faced this kind of thing and my opponent just stayed in with Kyogre, yeah, we're not doing that again. A Psyshock, good amount. We'll Grass Knot here, and we're going hard Groudon this time. Yeah. Because if you lock in the Thunder and you want to target down Lele, because we could also set up the Psychic Terrain so we can Grass Whistle later in the game. And also, I really don't want to lose a Gravity user right now. If this works at the same time, like if Grass Knot doesn't knock out Tornadus, this actually might be more beneficial here because of the fact that, one, if you go for a raw Hurricane, it's only 50% accurate. So that also really helps out because we have a 50% chance that Hurricane misses, and then we get a decent position if it misses. And it's still not that bad if it hits, as long as like Sceptile doesn't get knocked out this turn. So we'll get the Drought up. Should be Scarf on the top of Coco. Goes immediately for the tail one, which is fine. And we do get the Grass Knot off into Tornadus. Oh, we knock it out this time. Which I can't tell if it's good or bad for us this time, as we're gonna see the Dazzling Gleam come out instead. Okay, that works. There's the Groudon, which is actually really frustrating because I think we might have been able to live a full power Water Spout and Sun. Still not the worst. Are gonna come out? We need Groudon alive. Like, we can't afford to lose Groudon here. I think my opponent was trying to cover for the Cure and switch, and Gleam should confirm it's Scarf. I think we're guaranteed a Grass Whistle. I mean a Grass Knot. I can't protect anyway, so I have to Grass Knot regardless. I was thinking I could protect for some reason. We'll go Lele, we'll Grass Knot the Kyogre. I don't know if Tapu Koko wants to switch out or not, but that's fine if it does or doesn't. So we'll switch out the Groudon right here into the Lele. And Grass Knot the Kyogre. Let's see. Oh wait, if it was Scarf Tapu Koko, that means the Kyogre wasn't Scarf. I don't know if it is. No, Kyogre is Scarf. Okay, so the Tapu Koko isn't Scarf. And I don't know what's going for. Water Spout really doesn't do that much to my Sceptile, but it does knock out my Lele. No surprise there. As goes for the Thunder, which shouldn't knock out because we have Electric Terrain and we have the Special Defense boost. Yeah, nowhere close actually. That's super frustrating. Okay. That could have been really bad. Oh, we crit the Kyogre in return. Nice. We take those. Alright. We'll definitely take that. We'll definitely take that. Thunder for a crit, and that definitely works out in our favor. Oh, Incineroar's the last Pokemon. Oh, then we just went over Groudon. Or Kyurem even. Well, it depends. Can we hit Precipice Blades? That's also a factor. I think just double protect is fine. How many times a Tailwind do you have left? 2. Yeah. Just double protect here. Then we'll go for a Screech into Incineroar and Earth Power the following turn. Yeah. Because even if Sceptile gets paralyzed here, we get a free switch into Groudon. Tapu Koko actually going to go for Protect instead. Okay. Maybe not wanting to take the Earth Power, which makes sense, which means I can Earth Power that slot next turn. We are still... Are we still faster than Incineroar under Tailwind? Number might be close, depending on how much speed investment there is. Knock off into Kyurem. Okay. So it really doesn't have much that can do... You really don't have much that can do damage to my Kyurem. We'll go for the Screech here, because we want to put Incineroar in stopping Tantrum range. And then we'll just Earth Power the Tapu Koko slot. Is it Assault Vest Tapu Koko? Because Gleam is really not doing much damage. Oh no, it's not Assault Vest. Or if it is Assault Vest. No, it protected earlier. Also, the Dazzling Gleam did a bit more. So, here comes the Screech. So we put in Guaranteed Stopping Tantrum range. And we're actually faster than the Incineroar. Okay. So that's not a very fast Incineroar. We are able to knock out the Tapu Koko, which is good. And then Incineroar gets to go for knockoff, which is not going to KO my Kyurem. And yeah, we can... At this point, our Groudon just wins once it comes out, so we'll go for what? Grass Whistle again and Earth Power? I don't know. Like, just Groudon in the back secures this game. Grass Whistle, doesn't matter. Again, we're just waiting for the opportunity to get my Groudon. Actually, is this Deja Vu? Did we win? I feel like we lost, but I can't tell. Because I remember an Incineroar versus Kyurem game one time. But yeah, we'll go and ground on here, and then we'll just click Stomping Tantrum into the Incineroar, and that will be a good game. Just can't remember. I feel like that was a different opponent though, because like I do remember facing a Ho-Oh, and I remember my opponent bringing the Ho-Oh. Yeah, we'll go for Stomping Tantrum since we can never miss Stomping Tantrum, and yeah, like we're not going for Blades Miss. My opponent probably going to hope for the Blades Miss, but Stomping Tantrum is useful for these situations where we don't have to click Blades. The one time we don't have to miss. Bless. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. This game, I mean, I feel like we still benefited from the early turns. I think turn 1, like, I think we're forced to go with it against this lead, because it's just frustrating if my opponent just stays in. So I think it's just worth going for that play every time because our position wasn't that great. If Grass Knot is a roll on Tornadus, it might be a consideration, like a Grass Knot and a Side Shock out of terrain. If it is potentially a roll and it only takes a few more investment to put in special attack to where it can KO guaranteed all the time, it might be worth investing in that. I'm gonna have to look that calc, but I probably won't be able to do it by the final episode of this series. But definitely something to take a note if you do want to try out the team, which is in the placement in the description down below, along with my social media if you want to check me out. There's also my Patreon page if you want to go that extra mile to support my content. But of course, if you do want to support this video and myself, you can always leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below, and share it with your friends. Otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.